y'all, good morning. A long time no see. We've had a very rough and chaotic and worrisome summer and fall, from June, July, August, September. It's Halloween day, so October, 5 months.
On me too.
You too?
They go Halloween too.
You're gonna go to Halloween too?
No, they go Halloween too.
Oh, Zinley? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, you go watch some more Paw Patrol. Love you. But yeah, it's been a very rough 5 months. Last video I think was the end of June. Very chaotic, very distracting weekend. So that video, I tried my best to think of everything to explain to y'all. But as someone mentioned in the comments of that video, I didn't even give a why. Why were we having to move and sell the property? And I do apologize for that. But like I said, man, it was the weekend we were moving, leaving our home. It was like the day we were moving was also our 6-year wedding anniversary. So I was just distracted. So I do apologize for not explaining much of anything, even though at the time in my distracted state, I thought I had. But, when you're frazzled and panicked, you don't think of everything. So I've got a little clip here that I'm going to show y'all. I filmed, I think it's like the end of July, that explains why we were selling the property, pretty much as of June and July. Why we made that decision. So I'm going to show y'all this little clip, and then I'll jump back on and I'll explain to the best of my ability, while keeping everyone's privacy in check, what's happened since then. So roll that beautiful bean footage. And then I told y'all that I would update y'all on our life situation going on right now. Last video I filmed on June 24th, and I think it went live June 25th. Told y'all that, we were shutting down the tool business and selling the property. We tried to sell the pasture. That didn't work. Quite a few people were interested in it, but they were waiting on the market to drop. So, after thinking about all of our options, we decided, to just go ahead and list the property. Game plan for that week was, Saturday the 25th, we did have some friends come over and help move all the big stuff out, just because strong men, and Saturday the 25th was also the day we started staying at Emmanuel's grandma's house. Saturday, June 25th, was also our anniversary, our wedding anniversary. We celebrated 6 years together by moving out of our house that we've lived in for 5 years and moving off the property that Emmanuel owned since before he met me. It was a very sucky weekend. I was very distracted. So I gave y'all, the gist of what was going on, but I didn't think to explain anything, and for that I am sorry. I had someone in the comments of the last video, mention how I didn't give my why were we shutting down, why were we selling. Someone else said that it's probably because we couldn't afford the land anymore since essentially we lost our job, which isn't true, y'all. Let me just clarify that. And then tailing off of that, sharing a bit of wisdom I learned back when I was 20 or 21. I was working down at a gas station in Louisiana, and I can remember a bit of advice my boss at the time told me, and it stuck with me since. To assume something makes an ass out of you and me. And I apologize for saying the A word, but that is a solid piece of advice that has stuck in my mind since he told me that. To assume something usually has a negative stigma about it because you're usually assuming something negative, and to assume anything in the first place just goes to show how you don't have all the information or the details to have a solid knowledge of something. So I do apologize. I didn't think to explain anything. But y'all, whether it's me or anyone else in your lives, don't just assume something. Because chances are you're probably wrong. There's a negative stigma about assuming anything. So, shutting down the tool business, because right now, times are sucky right now, dude. With the economy and all the inflation, it's a sucky world we live in right now. We had started the ball rolling to start the Matco tool business in February 2020. And then I think it was the end of March 2020 that all the craziness started happening, or was whatever. I'm not gonna lie, for a moment we had thought about backing out, but because the ball was already rolling and how it works, there was no backing out. We had to continue forward. So we were able to start our route July 2020. Do you know how hard it is to start a small business in the middle of a global shutdown? It is incredibly hard to start your own small business in a time when every other small business is having to shut their doors. And some of them have not opened since. But because we were a mobile tool truck, we were kind of outside the realm of a brick and mortar business. So, we had some leniency. But it still sucked, man. Owning your own business can be tough sometimes. And, we kept it going for 2 years. To own your own business takes up a lot of money. I'm proud of what we were able to accomplish. Kept it going for 2 years, and because of how everything is right now, super sucky, we decided to shut down. People are struggling, y'all. Sometimes paying your tool guy is the last thing on your priority list. But if you don't pay your tool guy don't get to pay his bills. But thankfully, we're kind of frugal people. It don't take much for us to live comfortably. We don't have a want for expensive things. We don't have a whole lot of bills. We try to pay cash for everything. So we can live comfortably on a whole lot less than most people. So we've still been comfortable throughout all this, but it was just a smart decision to go ahead and shut down. Thankfully, we didn't have to take out a loan or anything like most people do when they open their own small business. We didn't have to take out a loan or anything. But by shutting down, there's money to be paid to get out of this business. Matco didn't own anything like our truck and stuff. We owned everything. Now Matco did own the tools until we sold them. So when we shut down, we sent back all the tools on the truck, all the tools on the street that our customers own. They make payments for all those things. Well, because Matco doesn't have those tools right now, they want them fully paid for. So we have to eat that until our customers are finished paying for them. Now, thankfully, our customers are able to continue to make payments to us, no problem, even after we're totally shut down. But Matco wants its money now. So most people, when they shut down their business, they try as much as they can to just keep it going forever, but they kind of dig deeper and deeper and deeper. We didn't want to do that, so we got out now. Most people tend to file bankruptcy whenever they shut down their own small business if they had to if they dug themselves that deep. Thankfully, we don't have to do that. If you can avoid bankruptcy at any cost, do what you can to avoid bankruptcy. I'm no financial guru or nothing, but I know so many people will downplay bankruptcy. That's a very serious thing. That's a very dark smudge on your record. It follows you forever. People tend to think that if you file bankruptcy that you're in the clear. You don't got to pay nothing. That's not the case, man. There are so many things that bankruptcy doesn't cover. So then you still got to pay all that stuff back. So if you can avoid bankruptcy at all costs, do it. Avoid bankruptcy. So, after exploring all of our options, we made the decision to sell the property. We were going to pay off Matco, take care of this, that, or another, that goes with shutting the business down. Sell the property, do all that. We were going to get a camper, find 3 to 5 acres, something manageable. Get one of those portable cabins. One of Emmanuel's family is doing that. They're turning a portable cabin into a home. That's very appealing to Emmanuel. So that's what we were going to do. The size that his family member has would be awesome for us. It's a size to where you can have 2 decent sized bedrooms, a bathroom, a living space, a kitchen, and then it's got like 2 loft storage areas up top. So that would be ideal. That was what we were planning on. We were trying to make the smartest decision in the long run. There's a comfort in being debt free or dang near close to debt free. Before we started the Matco business, we really only had one debt, and that was the land. And that would be paid off in 7 years. Like I said, we're frugal people. It don't take much for us to live comfortable. So after thinking about all of our options, that's why we were going to sell. That's the plan that we had created. Just trying to think of what would be most beneficial to us in the long run. And yes, man, it would be a sucky situation, totally sad situation if to sell the property. But there's a comfort in knowing that you're not tied down by all these types of bills and debt. That's life, man. Sometimes what would be better for you in the long run might not be what you want right now, if that makes any sense. But so that's why we were going to sell the property, and that's how we were going to take care of everything. So I am sorry that I didn't think to explain that situation or to explain, our whys. But running your own business is hard sometimes. Sometimes it's easier to go work for somebody else, which thankfully, since we've decided to shut down and we quit running our route, Emmanuel actually has 2 jobs right now. He has a full-time job in the evening, and then he's got a part-time job in the morning. Really, ideally, we'd like that part-time job to become a full-time job. That company is amazing. Great pay, great benefits whenever you're full-time. But you do have to, pay your dues. You got to get your foot in the door and pay your dues. So that is his goal right now, is to get that full-time job with that company. But until then, he's got his foot in the door. And then we have the full-time job to help take care of bills and stuff, It's not ideal, but it seems to be, I think, a beetle's hitting the window. It's what we're doing right now. We talked about me going back to work, but there's an issue with that. Daycares in our town don't have any openings, and I have issues trusting personal people as like babysitters, because a lot of times there's issues with that. I don't fear much, but there's just some things I do fear. And sometimes it becomes an inconvenience, because if you're just a babysitter, sometimes you don't always have that solid commitment. We've heard a lot of strange stories, but it don't matter because there's not a whole lot of people babysitting anyway. So right now, this is what we have to do. This is what we're doing. Thankfully, we are super blessed and very thankful to have the support and the community that we have, the friends and the family who have helped us. We appreciate all y'all. We love y'all so much if you're watching this. This is just a super sucky time, but like I said, we know God's hand is on this. We're praying that what we want happens, and that what we want is part of his plan. We don't know it's part of his plan, but we'd like to stay in our home, and we're trying to explore all the options to do that. But
all right, so that is why we made the decision to sell our property as of June. When we decided to close the Matco tool business, the number Matco gave us of what we owed them was a very big number.
very big, and it was, to us, it was scary. To most people, wouldn't be scary at all, but to us, it was very scary. So we explored and thought about all of our options, and we decided to go with selling the property. It seemed to be the best in the long run. So we packed up everything. We moved out and went to go stay with Emmanuel's grandmother. About a week into staying with her, we had some friends of friends come to us with a proposal, and we thought about it for a couple days and then told them, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. You know, it was going to benefit them. It was going to benefit us. So we decided, yeah. During that whole process, because we had to work with the bank on that one, and the bank was very slow. Oh my gosh. And I know these things take time, but when you're in a state of panic, you know, you have a very big number that you owe and you only have a short amount of time to pay it. I was panicky and worried and anxious all the time. Bank was taking too slow, you know, in my mind. Anyway, during the process of working with these friends of friends and working with the bank, Matco had given us a new number. Hey, this is what you owe us. Man, it was much smaller. So we were like, oh, okay, cool. Well, you know, we were still in the process of going through this stuff with the bank and the friends of friends. The agreement kind of changed. And we said yes to the new agreement because we didn't have, there still wouldn't be any other way that we could get that money that we owed Matco within, you know, what we thought a timely manner. Time was running out. Matco gave us a certain amount of time. So the agreement changed, and we were like, but okay. Some time goes by, and some other stuff had happened, and the agreement fizzled out. It was no longer going to work. Hey y'all, you know, as I'm sitting here editing this video, there was some things from our explanation or update that I did go ahead and take out due to privacy reasons. We do have a couple things in the works right now. I'm not going to explain a whole lot. I really just want to wait until it is all said and done. We are out of the woods and it's over. We are back in the house, the trailer, but updates as to what's going on will come at a later date, just for privacy reasons. So just wanted to squeeze that in. But so that's what's been going on the last couple months. Like I said, not a whole lot of details, and I may have even shared too much details. But right now my brain is so frazzled I can't even really remember what I've shared. But yes, we are back in our home. As y'all might have been able to tell from this side, this is our master bedroom, and this is our master bathroom. Now that we are back in our home, we are remodeling things again. Back in September, Declan and I went down to Louisiana for 2 weeks to see my people. We haven't seen them since Christmas. Did we go down for Christmas? Yes, we haven't seen them since Christmas. Yes, so it's been like 9 months. Anyway, we went down there for 2 weeks, and when we came back up, Emmanuel surprised me by having our friend, who is a contractor, the same one who installed the sliding glass door in our kitchen, and he replaced our front door in the living room side of that room. Anyway, we came back and they were remodeling the bathroom. The base floor needed replaced. The toilet was falling through the floor. Well, that's now replaced. They have new flooring down on top of the base floor. They painted our tub white. And with some random tiles that Emmanuel bought at an auction for like $5 for a whole bunch of tiles. Bunch of tiles. They used some of those tiles to make this beautiful tile wall backdrop thing for the bath and shower. Our friend made me a custom shower curtain rod, and he's making me some custom plumbing. We're gonna have a shower that runs up and over, and just a really antique-y looking custom plumbing with copper. Oh man, it's gonna look beautiful. It's not done yet. They still have a little bit left to do before they're completely done. But I will show y'all maybe a picture on Instagram or something, or pop it in a video. I don't know. But I'll show y'all the completed project when it's done. But we've got other work in the trailer we want to get done. So we moved Declan to a different bedroom, and we're using his old bedroom as pantry, actually. But I've got to get some work done in the hallway by his bedroom. What else? Emmanuel will replace the floor of our laundry room. Because that was also, bad. The washer was falling through the floor. Did anything else get done this past month and a half? I think so far that's all the remodeling we've done since we've been back in the trailer. But more to come. And I have not taken pictures throughout this whole process here. And I really should have. But I will try to find a screenshot or something of our bathroom, or a picture of our bathroom before they started working on it. That way I can have a before and after, just for our records. But anyway, that's what's been going on. I started to ramble and word vomit. Sorry about that. But so that's what's been going on. Like I said, sorry it's a whole lot of details, but it's not just us. It's other people's privacy that I'm trying to be respectful of as well. Just know we are back in our house. IBA Homestead does get to continue in its original location. And yeah, so I'm super excited. I don't know. Like I said, for both Emmanuel and I, this summer and fall have been terrible. I mean, we've been really messed up here. We've been really messed up in our hearts. Emotions have been crazy. Really dealing with some depression things. It's just been a very rough summer. There have been a lot of things going on that are on the mend. But that's what's going on with us. We don't have Wi-Fi right now, so I don't know when I'll be able to upload another video to YouTube. I will probably have to try to hotspot off Emmanuel's phone, because all my videos are on my phone. So I'll probably have to hotspot off his phone to try to upload a video. We've had to do it before, even when we had Wi-Fi, like during a storm or something. We had satellite Wi-Fi, so during the storms it just went kaput. But anyway, we'll try our darndest to get this video up, and hopefully if you're seeing this, it's up. So we figured something out. But anyway, thank y'all for all your prayers. Thank y'all for all your support. We'll keep trying to do videos, but like I said, right now there's no Wi-Fi, so who knows. And we're still coming up and out of all the darkness that's been going on. But until next time, bye y'all.